rolled back. We're going to start this ball game as Eric starts pitching out of the shadows into the light to Ian Kinsler, and his first pitch is in and over for a strike as Paul Emmel makes the strike call behind the plate tonight. And that's a little pop-up into shallow right center field trouble. Going to drop for a base hit. A wide turn at first, and Kinsler will hold on with a bloop single. Right off the hands. A little blooper into right field.
As Dave mentioned, this ball jams and Branyan going out trying to make the play. Slides, stop his momentum a little bit, keep Kinsler from going to second.
So a little Texas leaguer to start matters, and here's Elvis Andrus. What a play this young man made last night on Kenji Jojima's ball in the ninth inning. If you happen to see the ball game, you probably thought he was safe. Everybody thought he was safe. Man behind the plate who was at first base last night, Paul Emmel, called him out. But neither here nor there. This young man's athleticism on the play was one of the great plays we have seen this year.
Absolutely was. Made a nice diving catch and then threw it across the diamond from his knees. Accurate throw.
Just 20 years of age. He will not even be 21 until after the year is over. He's from Maracay, Venezuela, and fouls it back. And what a mentor he has in Omar Vizquel. Omar Vizquel, who's now 42 years of age, only shortstop in history to play in 21 seasons at the major league level, and went to camp as an invitee for Texas and made the ball club. A little high. Omar Vizquel's the best barehanded fielding shortstop I've ever seen.
I would agree with that.
As far as charging ball, talk to Chris Bosio about that sometime.
Yeah, exactly. I think he has the best hands of any shortstop I've ever seen.
And he went around, so he's going to be down on strike. So Elvis Andrus badly fooled with that big yacker, and that's really, I think, his out pitch. That great curveball that he has.
It's been a very good pitch for him this year. He can throw it for a strike when he wants to, or throw it at the back foot of the right-handed hitters like he did right there to get a strikeout.
Michael Young off to a great start, particularly with the long ball. He's already hit 7 home runs. Has an 8-game hitting streak going for himself. We're saying 50 degrees at game time and a bit of a breeze. 14 miles an hour out of the southwest. Starts him off with a curveball. And down low and inside. Johnson has it go off his glove, but not far enough. Behind home plate. A ball and 2 strikes. The Dards' next outing will be against the Twins on Sunday. In Minnesota, it doesn't seem possible, but we will be right back in Minnesota after Kansas City. Second trip into the Metrodome. Two and 2 on Michael Young. The Mariners, even with the loss last night, still 9-4 within their own division. Curveball, just got a piece of it. Texas, a game over 500. They've won 3 straight. 5 of their last 7 games. Fastball poked into right field for a base hit. Nice piece of hitting that time by Michael Young. He's reached out and banged it into right field, and 2 on now with 1 down.
One of Michael Young's strengths is hitting the ball the other way. Take a look at it. Just goes with the pitch. Big hole over on the right side.
So 2 on, 1 down. Cinco de Mayo, a big day for our friends down south. Mexico, no, it is not their Independence Day. Their Independence Day is the 16th of September. It's primarily celebrated in the state of Puebla because of a battle there in 1862 in which they beat the French. But their July 4th, so to speak, is September the 16th. Andrew Jones is the hitter. And Jones pops it up. Coming down is Adrian Beltre, and making the catch, Andrew Jones. Still making a lot of money. And he's being paid by the Los Angeles Dodgers, who let him go.
And the good news for the Rangers, he's off to a pretty good start for them. Hitting .333 before that at bat.
And he's hit 374 home runs. 51 one year with the Braves. And Hank Blaylock will be the hitter. This guy's a dangerous hitter. He always has been a dangerous hitter against the Mariners. He's got a nice stroke. He's got some pop, got some power. Better pay attention to that runner out there at second base, Ian Kinsler. The Texas Rangers, even with 2 down, Texas Rangers have stolen third base 7 times this year already.
Well, right now I think it'd probably be up to Betancourt to try to keep him close to second. Lopez is going to be over on the right side at second base, thinking he's going to pull it, which Blaylock normally as a left-handed hitter would do that.
Well, you wouldn't think he'd try to steal with a left-handed batter up there.
Well, you wouldn't, but if you're going to give him a walking lead like the one he just had, it was almost halfway down before they paid attention to him. If he can get into third easily, they'll take it.
That should be an out. Franklin Gutierrez will make sure it is, and that will be Texas. Try in the first. They get a couple of hits, but that's all. Leave 2 out there. Good to have you with us on this Tuesday afternoon business person special. No score. Want some
I thought they canceled it today.
Rally,
I thought they canceled Cinco de Mayo today. There's some rally prize. Look at that.
Better get him to him before they freeze today.
And for the Mariners, Ichiro, Lopez, Sweeney, Branyan, Beltrade, Ballantine, Johnson, Gutierrez, and Betancourt hitting ninth. Padilla, you can see what he's done throughout his career. A little bit over 500 pitcher.
Ichiro taking outside. Ichiro over a 500 hitter against Padilla, hitting 541. Tuno. Padilla from Nicaragua, a protege of the ex-Mariner at the end of his career, Dennis Martinez. 245 game winner at the big league level. That's going to stay in fair territory. And the first baseman, Chris Davis, good communication there. Coming down and making the catch is Salta Lamacchia. Gave way to him.
And for the Rangers defense this afternoon, in the outfield, it's Andrew Jones, Marlon Byrd, and Nelson Cruz in the outfield. Young, Andrews, Kinsler, and Davis at first. And the catcher today is Salta Lamacchia.
And second baseman Jose Lopez has really picked up in his batting average lately. A 6-game hitting streak. And a strike is called to him. Is this the new Vicente Padilla? He's getting the ball and throwing it.
We'll see what happens when we get a runner on base.
Right.
I'll tell you this, they said his velocity had been down, but so far a couple of fastballs of Lopez, 94 miles an hour.
Mike Maddox, the pitching coach. Kinsler, an easy play. And Mike Sweeney, the designated hitter. They waited on Junior today to see if he could play. He's suffering from that diverticulitis, and he said, let's give him one more day. And so Mike Sweeney, even though a right-hander's out there, is getting the start. It's a guy we haven't seen in a long time, 10, 11, 12 days. Ronnie Cedeno.
Cedeno with the hamstring problem.
Tuno.
So far, Beltrade and Betancourt have played in all the games. So it'd be nice to get Ronnie healthy, maybe give those guys a day off sometime soon.
Mr. Andrus will throw him out. A very easy play for Elvis that time. And so the Mariners eliminated in order quickly, and after one, there is no score.
It's a good feeling.
Marlon Byrd will step in and lead it off here in the second inning for the Texas Rangers. I'm sure Nicole thinks you are. Hit hard. And back on the warning track, dropping the ball is Ballantine. He had it, and then he dropped it. So that'll be a double.
Ballantine does a really nice job of getting back to make the play, and he goes right off the top of his glove as he jumps for it. Take another look at it. Right off the top of it.
Ball was hit hard. Nelson Cruz will be the hitter, the right fielder with a 7-game hitting streak. Texas has been kind of waiting on this kid 2-3 years. They think he's going to be a star. And maybe this is his year.
He can do a lot of different things. He runs well, has a good arm, has power. And hopefully they're hoping that maybe this is the year. He's hitting .283 coming into the game with 6 home runs.
Couple of fastballs. He's down 2 strikes. Toronto knocking off Cleveland this afternoon, 10-6.
That was a little late calling a timeout.
Yeah, back when there were American League and National League umpires, it doesn't make much difference now because they're all under the same banner. But National League umpires didn't like that.
Right.
They usually give you the pitch.
Paul Emmel, the home plate umpire, it's up to him. You can ask for timeout as a hitter, but they don't have to give it to you. He decided to.
Who's fighting them off? Nelson Cruz, I think, went around. He did. After the appeal down to the first base umpire, Bill Hahn.
Pitch up in the zone. It looked like it to me. Had to hold up on a high fastball. Couldn't do it. Yeah, that's a swing.
Well, here's Chris Davis, a young man who's kind of all or nothing for him. And it was a home run last night. Big 2-run home run that was a big blow in the 6th inning. His 39 strikeouts, the most in the league. But he also has a half a dozen home runs. Down low. Davis, a native Texan, Longview. Ball and a strike. Selected in the 5th round of the draft 3 years ago. Not that far off.
Pretty good pitch by Eric. Right on the corner. If he can stay out there, I think Davis is a left-hand here is going to have a problem. Eventually he'll throw his breaking ball off the plate away, see if he can get him to chase it.
And that's on the inside corner. See you later. So 2 down, and Jared Saltalamacchia will be the hitter. Out in the bullpen for the Texas Rangers, their bullpen coach is a guy I'm sure you're very familiar with, Mike.
Andy Hawkins.
You have something to do with his no-hitter?
Thanks, Dave. Yeah. We were in Chicago in the old ballpark, and Sammy Sosa hit a ball down the line when I was playing third, and I clanked it. Ended up giving me an error, so it didn't cost him the hit.
Right.
But yeah, I was a part of the mess. He ended up losing the game with a no-hitter.
Saltalamacchia waits, and the pitch. Breaking ball high and outside. Ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes.
But I'll say this. Andy Hawkins was a gentleman and didn't blame anybody and went about his business like a professional. Awesome guy. Good teammate. Actually, on that play, Dave, I backhanded the ball and I dropped it, hit the heel of my glove and fell down. And I picked it up and threw it across the diamond. And it was close at first, but they called him safe, and they actually ruled it a hit and changed it.
After the game?
No.
Oh.
Before the inning was over. Kind of, because I felt like in that situation, I felt like I'll take the error. I don't want to get a hit on it. And they ended up changing it.
Backhanded by Betancourt, and he throws him out. What inning was that?
I want to say it was a 6th or 7th.
Okay, here in the 2nd, the leadoff double goes for naught for Texas. We come back in the Mariners 2nd, no score.
Brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
Well, Mike Blowers, Dave Niehaus moving into the second inning of play, just the beginning of this afternoon fray. With pleas for rally fries continuing here this afternoon from St. Michael.
Good to see all the kids out at the ballpark.
Look at that pitch. And Branyan was showing bunt. That was almost an eephus pitch.
He sure was so slow it didn't even register.
Went around. Branyan with his 7th home run last night, leading off the 5th inning. And out of play. Right in on his hands, and down goes Russell Branyan. First strikeout for Padilla. Last trip the Mariners started on, the skipper, Don Wakamatsu, was astounded when everybody got off the bus onto the plane with that tie. Now, today, I think everybody's going to be wearing that tie. Junior.
World's greatest teammate.
He may be, too. You know that? 1-1 the count on Adrian Beltre. And a fly ball to fairly deep center field, but he didn't get it all. Valentine getting the start here this afternoon in left field. Did you hear about that ball game in New York last night?
No.
2.5-hour rain delay. A lot of people went outside, tried to get back in after they started, and they wouldn't let them back in.
Really?
Yeah. Ground ball back up the middle. There's Andrus. And he throws him out. So very easy second inning here for Padilla. 3 up and 3 down. Very similar to the start of Kevin Millwood last night. No score after 2. Play in the second game of this brief 2-game series with Texas in time for our Aflac trivia question. And here it is. Mark Langston and Randy Johnson own the 3 longest scoreless inning streaks in club history. And the question is, can you name the Mariners reliever who owns the club's 4th longest scoreless inning streak? Strike on the outside corner to Ian Kinsler.
Can you?
I think so. I think so.
What do you think it is?
Breaking ball is high. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. It's a guy I gave the nickname to of Thunder Thighs. Big thighs.
Not the guy I'm thinking.
I'm thinking of John Montague.
John Montague.
Yeah. Way back in the early years. He retired 33 straight batters, which is an American League record. Ground ball back up the middle. And the throw to first in time, but that's not the correct answer, I am told. Who are you thinking of?
Shiggy.
Hasegawa?
Mm-hmm. The one year he made the All-Star team. He was really good. I think it was the first half of the season.
You're probably right. You usually are.
I would think it would have to be a long reliever type of guy. Put together a good 3 weeks or so. A month.
Andrews taking a breaking ball off the glove of Rob Johnson.
I just thought he went to the All-Star game with the lowest ERA, so he'd have to have a pretty good run in there.
Yeah, I think you're right. You're right. You know, even though he wasn't here that long, I'd have to say he was the greatest reliever in Mariner history. I mean, he was unbelievable.
You know what he did is he gave him a tremendous amount of flexibility. He could go long. They used him for a while to get the left-handed hitters out, even though he was a right-handed pitcher.
Daimajin. Shigetoshi Hasegawa. Still one of Bob Shepard's favorite names to pronounce. At Yankee Stadium. Nice soft line drive right to Yuniesky Betancourt. So 2 down. And Michael Young will be the hitter. I hope to see Bob when we go back there in July. He still says he's going to come. He's, what, 94 years old?
Yeah, 93, 94.
Michael Young just kind of punched one into right field in the first inning. And this time, it's a routine pop-up to Ichiro. So a very easy 3rd inning here for Eric Bedard. We go to the bottom half of the 3rd, and there is no score.
Baseball on FSN is brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino, Seattle's premier entertainment and dining destination.
Rob Johnson, a nice bunt, and the throw to first base, and a nice job of fielding that bunt by Vicente Padilla, who throws him out. Outstanding play by the Texas pitcher.
Looked like a pretty good bunt by Rob, but Padilla gets off the mound quickly and makes a nice barehanded throw to first.
So one down. And Franklin Gutierrez will be the hitter. Had the right idea, almost got away with it.
A little closer to the line. I think he had it. Nice play by Padilla, though. Still a good bunt.
Gutierrez with that 8-game hitting streak. We'll be in Kansas City tomorrow. They got to be excited about that ball club there. Top spot in the Central Division.
Yeah, how about Zach Greinke? He's done a nice job for him.
How about Willie Blomquist? He's hitting .375.
I saw he's playing all over the place, too. Saw him in left field the other day.
2-1. There you go. Game and a half lead, same as the Mariners over these Rangers. There's over the Detroit Tigers. Greinke's been absolutely unbelievable.
It really has.
All the way yesterday, 6-0. Struck out 10.
ERA of 0.40. Hard to do much better than that. Wow.
Nice article on him in this week's Sports Illustrated.
Yeah, he's come back from a lot of emotional problems.
He and Josh Hamilton should get together and compare notes. Similar stories, but for different reasons.
Right.
One a psychological problem, one a physical problem. And we'll probably see Josh Hamilton when we get to Texas at the end of this next trip. Great story. Breaking ball a little high and inside. 3-2. I think he probably put on the greatest show in the home run derby since they've been holding it last year. And yet didn't win it. Chalmers Demon struck him out, so that's 8 in a row. Give me the answer to our trivia question. Can you name the Mariners reliever who owns the club's 4th longest scoreless inning streak? And Mike was right on the button. Shigetoshi Hasegawa, the 8 2/3 innings in 2003. Slow curve, and he'll throw that pitch 5 or 6 times. Last time he threw it, it was for a ball. This time a strike.
65 miles an hour. Comes back with a fastball at 95, 30 miles an hour in between pitches. Wow. That's pretty good separation. Still a lot of strikes, 28 pitches, 20 of them for strikes.
Now we're seeing the old Vicente Padilla. Uni last night, lo and behold, his first walk in 97 plate appearances.
How about that?
That's easy. 2-hopper to Michael Young. So perfect through the first 9. Vicente Padilla against the Mariners. As we move to the 4th, Mariners and the Rangers, no score.
Ben is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, welcoming country's redneck woman Gretchen Wilson July 31st. For tickets, go to emeraldqueen.com.
Good pitching matchup here today at Safeco Field. Top of the 4th coming up. Dave Sims joining in with Mike Flowers, and we've seen this movie before, haven't we? The Mariners get retired the first 9 in a row. It happened last night with Millwood. We saw Verlander do it. Interesting.
The good news, though, is the Mariners have come back and scored runs after that's happened. So Eric Bedard's throwing the ball well today and giving up a few hits. So far, he's held the Rangers. They're 0 for 5 with men in scoring position, but Padilla has just been a little bit better because he hasn't had a Mariner on base.
And when he does, Mike, you'll be able to have plenty of time to tell multiple stories when Padilla has a man on base because he will take his time.
It'll be interesting to see if he still does it. He's working at a pretty good pace right now. But as we've seen in the past, he really slows down when guys get on. See if that happens today.
2-1 to Andrew Jones on Washington. Talking to him before the game, said he has totally remade himself. As you know, he had some dismal years over in L.A. with the Dodgers. Spent a lot of time with Rudy Jaramillo, the outstanding hitting coach, and as much a mental game as anything, rebuilding his confidence, rebuilding his stroke. Yeah, Rod said that Jones has been a fine performer for him, and is now today his 14th game. Oh, did Brandon get that?
Sounded like he did. Nice catch.
First base umpire Bill Hahn right on the scene. Fantastic effort by Brandon. 1 out.
Main thing is to get over and try to find the wall first. Some quality Mariner fans there getting out of the way for him. There's one even helping him a little bit. Nice play.
So no Bartmans here, at least not interfering with the play. The insight to Hank Blaylock. Blaylock flied out to center his first time. Out straight back. Dard with 3 strikeouts. He has not walked anybody. Well, his strikeout walk ratio has been wonderful here in this early going. Now with those strikeouts, gets him up to 35 against 6 walks. The 1-1. Dard's been fun to watch this year. Big reason, he's healthy. 2-1. Count evens at 2 balls, 2 strikes to Hank Blaylock. Marlon Byrd to follow. 2-2. The Mariners certainly made a good run at another comeback last night. Tough play of Kenji Jojiman. Being called out at first base by Paul Emmel, who is working home plate today. Swing and a miss. Blaylock is gone. That's strikeout number 4 for Eric Bedard. 2 down here in the 4th inning. It's not too late to be part of Don Wakamatsu's new look Mariners. The best way to get on board is with a 16-game plan. You're going to get discounted tickets as well as exclusive season ticket holder benefits. So for your 16-game plan, call 206-346-4001 right now. Visit Mariners.com/16. Marlon Byrd doubled off of Ballantyne's glove in left field his first time up. One and one. It's impressive they go 3 2/3 to keep these guys off the board, keep them in the park.
Well, they've scared him a couple of times. They had runners in scoring position in the 1st and 2nd. Weren't able to do anything with it. Since then, he's retired 8 straight batters after the double by Bird in the 2nd.
2-1 to Bird. To center field. Gutierrez right there. Bedard in control, doing some good work here. 9 in a row retired. No score here at Safeco. Bedard against Vicente Padilla. Cinco de Mayo, 5th of May. Here as we look at our Sleep Country USA Mariners calendar. Road trip coming up, 8-gamer with a day off Monday. And then the Boston Red Sox and the Angels and the Giants. They'll be in on the next homestand. Here's Ichiro to lead it off. Vicente Padilla now 2nd time through the order. Retired. Mariners in order, 9 up, 9 down. Two and 0 to Ichiro. Ichiro with 20 career hits off of Vicente Padilla. Padilla's drilled him twice. And now 3-0. On deck hitter Jose Lopez. There's the first strike, 3-1. So Waitro earns a walk. First base runner for the Mariners. No score here at Safeco Getaway Day game. Major League Baseball and People magazine looking for individuals who have made a difference in their community. 30 everyday All-Stars are going to be honored at the 2009 All-Star Game in St. Louis. To nominate an All-Star in your community, visit peopleallstars.com. So the Mariners get their first base runner of the day. Put him in motion here.
Why not? Lopez handles the bat well. Make something happen.
Inside, Ichiro 4 of 6 in base stealing. We mentioned earlier Vicente Padilla. Boy, he gets a guy on first base. Game pretty much stops. See how he handles this situation. Padilla in his 4th year with the Rangers. Padilla has had 3 double-figure win seasons in his career. 2 with Philly and 1 with Texas. Bouncing ball, Young. Kinsler for 1, over to Davis for 2. Down the horn they go.
Actually, for Padilla, that wasn't too bad.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he didn't hold it for very long.
A little bit of rain starting to sprinkle down here. Maybe it was just a quick cloud passing over. Mike Sweeney on Sunday picking up career home run number 200 as he was going down the first base line. We thought he was saying something to skipper Don Wakamatsu, but it was bench coach Ty Van Berkeley who makes up 2 lineup cards. He did one because he's sitting on a 199. He wanted to have a special card for number 200, and Ty's very good and very exacting with his calligraphy. There's a bouncing ball up the middle. Andrews charged, scoop, fire, got him. So Sweeney was just saying, hey, buddy, I took you off the hook. All that work didn't go for naught. Andrews, a nice play. And Padilla faces the minimum here in the 4th. No score. Some of the best major league prospects in the country. They're going to do battle later on tonight from the Rose City as Portland Beavers take on the Colorado Springs Sky Sox in AAA Pacific Coast League matchup. Live coverage begins tonight at 7 p.m. here on FSN and FSN HD. Nelson Cruz to lead it off for the Rangers. Cruz, Davis, and Salta Lamaki at the bottom 3rd. (2-0) to Cruz. Cruz last night, 1 for 4. Dart has gone 3-0. Walked 4, hasn't walked any. Struck out 4, hasn't walked anybody. And 1. Cruz already with 6 home runs. Knocked in 18 runs on the season. His first 25 games. There's a strike. Mariners first place, 15-11. Last year after 26 games, the Mariners were 12-14. Breaking ball on a 1-hop. Beltre down. For some reason, when I was looking that up, talking to Bill Hasselman over on radio, I said, what was the club at this point last year? For some reason, 12-14, it was, I guess it was a little bit after that. I know by the end of May, the club was 14 games under 500. But it seemed to me that I don't remember being this close to 500, only just 3 games under 500 through 26 last year.
Probably about the time that Eric started having some physical problems himself, and they didn't have him in the rotation on a consistent basis. And when he was out there, he wasn't completely healthy. So the guy that we've watched pitch so far this year, they didn't really have him last year.
Not close. Swing and a miss, good heater to Chris Davis. Davis struck out his first 2 times up last night against Felix Hernandez, then went deep on a 1-1 pitch, a 2-run homer in the 6th. Oh, 2. Davis has 6 home runs. These guys we talked about yesterday, they swing the bats and they're looking to go deep off. 6 home runs for Davis, 6 for Cruz, and all of this without Josh Hamilton on the DL with some bad ribs. Got him looking. Second time Bedard has retired Davis looking. That's strikeout number 5 for Eric. 2 outs here in the 5th. Interleague play. It opens Friday, May 22nd. Randy Johnson and the Giants will be here at Safeco Field. It's also Felix Hernandez bobblehead night presented by UW Medicine and FSN. First 20,000 fans are going to take home the second collectible statue of the 09 bobblehead series. So for your tickets, visit mariners.com/bobble. 2 outs for Saltalamacchia. First inning, Rangers got runners at first and second. Bedard got out of it. And a leadoff double in the second, and he got out of that situation. Since then, nobody's reached base. His changing of speeds has been really good.
I think that's the biggest difference I've seen from him from last year. Is one, his fastball's a little bit better, but his ability to throw his breaking ball for a strike and then throw the hard one that he usually bounces down out of the zone to get guys to swing over the top of it. But the one that he's able to just drop in there for a strike, he does that on a consistent basis, and it almost gets him an automatic strike because you rarely see guys offer at that pitch.
Right. Two and 1 to Saltalamacchia, catcher for the Rangers. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Straight away, not too deep for Saltalamacchia, who gets time. Bedard's ready, the 2-2. Up high. Bedard now after that double in the second, the leadoff double, 3, 6, 9, 11 in a row. He's retired. The 3-2. Breaking ball. Gutierrez won't be able to get it. Base hit. Fourth hit for the Rangers. 2 in the first, 1 in the third, and now 1 here in the fifth.
Good breaking ball. Looked like it jammed him a little bit. Little parachute fly ball ends up in center field for a base hit for him.
2 outs, top of the order. Here's Ian Kinsler. Got a leadoff single to right and a ground out to second base, and the rain's starting to come down. We'll get that roof closed in a matter of minutes. Kinsler 0 for 5 last night as you look at the rain here at Safeco Field. 2 outs, runner at first. Salto Lamacchia not much of a lead. 1-1. Dart comes set. Hammered left field, base hit. Valentine gets to it, and Salto Lamacchia will hold it second.
Fastball inside to Kinsler. Really off to a fabulous start. It's a nice line drive into left field.
There's your fine young shortstop, Elvis Andrus. Bedard trying to get out of a jam here. In the Rangers' fifth. And he's going to do it. Fly ball, Ichiro right there. Inning over. Well, last night, Kevin Millwood had the Mariners no-hit through 4. Then they exploded for 4 runs on 5 hits. Do they turn the tables on Padilla today? Let's find out. Here, thank goodness. So baseball will continue this afternoon. Getaway day here. No score. Fan pulse. What are the chances, little O, on being elected to the Hall of Fame? First ballot, 67% chance at B and C 33. Tell you what a great career. 2,665 hits. At or very near the top in all the defensive categories when you're ranking shortstops of all time. I think he's in. Second time he's throwing that little Ephus changeup to Branyan. Branyan rounds out to the shortstop Andrus.
Has to be a huge benefit for that young man to have Omar around on a daily basis, talk to him about a lot of different things, or if nothing else, just to watch him take his ground balls every day.
And Omar with his son with him on the road trip. Getting to experience some rain in Seattle. First ballot, 45%. Let's see, 26 and 29. Tote board is working hard today. Boy, Padilla showing an arsenal today. He's got that Ephus changeup of his.
What, he even dropped down on that one a little bit.
Absolutely did, yeah. 1-1 to Beltran. Striking the outside corner. Gotta love the fact we won't have to worry about rain out theater here. Looks like the fans, just about everybody, came prepared. It's not a lot of laughs from Beltran. He's hoping that the roof would go express and close so he can do something on this AB, to which I can understand. And it's like Paul Emmel and Sadalamaki, like they're going to maybe
wait for it.
Yeah, let it. Fair enough. Paul Emmel talking to Ron Washington about that. I don't think Wash has an objection. Beltran gets a towel. The fans did come prepared. They were paying attention to the weather forecast.
Tell you what,
now time is being called because the left fielder just Andrew Jones was in the bullpen. Andrew said, ho, 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 throwing a Manny out there. 1-2.
A lot of elementary school kids here today, and it's funny looking around. You see the adults getting their umbrellas and jackets on. The kids are trying to start the wave. They don't care.
2-2 to Beltran. Just got a piece of it. Mariners have had one base runner today against Padilla. Leadoff walk for Ichiro. Lopez followed by grounding into an around the horn double play. Sweeney grounded out. And now here we are, one out in the fifth. 2-2 to Beltran. And he's gone. 2 outs. Strikeout number 3 for Padilla. Chances for Omar. Hall of Fame. The people think he's going to get in first ballot, 42%. I think he gets in.
I think he does too.
Spoiled by watching this guy for so long. Here's a changeup again. Padilla to Ballantine. He grounded out the short his first time.
It's such a difficult thing to gauge, though. Most guys go in for their offensive numbers. Talking about a guy to go in on his defense.
Again, the 2,665 hits. I didn't realize he had that many. Yeah. I knew he had a decent amount, but that's. And he's driven in 894. The 0-2 to Ballantine. Line drive into left center field. Jones not going to get it. First hit for the Mariners. They break it up with 2 outs here in the 5th inning. Ballantine on an 0-2 pitch. And Padilla, what a smile. You see that? Giving all business to Jones out there.
He hits it right off the end of the bat. Little fly ball into the outfield.
First hit for the Mariners. Bedard's given up 4 to the Rangers. Here's Rob Johnson. Tried to bunt his way on. Was thrown out by Padilla. Gotta like it. Your catcher, this particular catcher, Rob Johnson, runs well. Sees the third baseman back. Drop one down. Why not?
I thought it was a good idea. I thought it was actually well executed. I give Padilla a lot of credit. It was a nice play that he made on him.
On a strike to Rob Johnson. All the field is totally covered now. It's about 7/8 closed here, the roof at Safeco Field. Rob Johnson can keep it going. Gutierrez is on deck. Here's the 1-1. And Johnson gets up the good pitch he can handle here. 2-1 with 2 outs and a runner on. They'll have a hot hitter following. Gutierrez on an 8-game hitting streak. I think 483 entering today of those 8 games.
A couple of home runs.
Breaking ball for called strike 2. 2-2. One of the great marvels in baseball is roof here at Safeco Field. It is now closed. 2-2 to Rob Johnson. Skies one. Short left field for the shortstop Anderson. That'll do it for the Mariners. They have a runner on. They do break up the no-no. No score here in Seattle.
Brought a couple of signs out with him today. It's good to see him at the ballpark, and we're going to feed them now. They look like they're hungry. Shiny Mountain, by the way, is down in my neck of the woods, in case you were wondering.
About how far down?
Oh.
How far south of Seattle?
It's probably 50 miles from here.
Not bad. Good day trip for the kids. Michael Young leading off. Young with a base hit to right, and they fly out the center. Good sign. He's 1 for 2 today. Goes back up the middle for a base hit. Young, Jones, and Blaylock here in the 6th. For the Rangers, their 6th hit of the ball game. Rangers have turned a double play. See if the Mariners can get one. Here's Andrew Jones. Called strike on Andrew. Well, it seems like he's been around forever. Started 19 years old in the Big East, in the big leagues. out of Curacao. 31 now. With the Braves and the Dodgers. Ball in the strike.
And that I would have guessed he was 34, 35 by now. I mean, you forget he did start when he was 19.
Yeah. Big fall off last year. Hit a $158 in 75 games for the Dodgers. Here's the 1-1. Here's what Bedard has done. Here he's into the 6th inning. Struck out 5. Hasn't walked anybody. One and 2 to Jones. Big league pop up. Betancourt's right there for the first out. One out here to 6 with a man on. That'll bring up Hank Blaylock. Create your own Mariners collectible using your favorite photos at the photo store. Mariners.com. 3 easy steps. You can make your very own Mariners memory. Why don't you do it at Mariners.com today? Do you know what? What's the answer? I guess the other guy's holding the response. Blaylock 0 for 2, fly out to center and a strikeout.
They were hungry.
Well, they could fill out the "what did you do on your day trip" offering for tomorrow in class. Beltre backing up. He's got the play. 2 outs. A couple of good pitches by Bedard. Giant 2 tough hitters, Jones and Blaylock. He's still not out of the woods yet. He's got Marlon Byrd 1 for 2 with a double. Bird with 2 home runs, 15 runs batted in. Bedard in his last outing against the White Sox, 5 innings, no decision. He threw 92 pitches. Strike 1.
Throwing a lot of first pitch breaking balls for strikes, and I thought he might do that, knowing that the Rangers are an aggressive swinging club. They like to hit the fastball. That only works if you have the ability to throw for strikes, and he's been doing that today.
Fastball to right field. That is a foul ball. Bedard 0-2 to Marlon Byrd. Good thing that was fouled because Michael Young is at full gallop just about the 3rd.
Yeah, with 2 outs, they probably would have sent him take a chance, especially with as well as Eric's been throwing. There you go, a little souvenir.
He's good to go, and he's on TV. Show it to Grandma, Grandpa. That's a good day. The 0-2. Rangers coming into the 6th inning. It stranded 5 runners. Mariners have had 2 runners all day. A walk to Ichiro. He's wiped out in a double play. Valentine got a single in the 5th, and he was left standing there. Pitching's been top notch. Marlon Byrd continues to battle against Bedard here.
Talking about Erickson. His strikeout to walks ratio so far today, 83 pitches, 60 of them for strikes. Hitting is so much tougher when you're behind in the count. Put you on the defensive, especially against a club like the Rangers that like to hit the ball out of the yard. You can get them in a position where they have to cut their swings down a little bit. Certainly helps.
Here's the 0-2. Not much of a lead for Young at first base. The pitch. Out back again. Bird at .298 hitter last year, 10 homers and 53 runs batted in his second year. Now in his third year here with the Texas Rangers. Dart trying to get rid of him for the third out here in the top of the sixth. Runner goes. They got him hung up. Throw by Brenyan. And time. Got him. 1-3-6 inning over. Nicely done by the Mariners. That young man got a souvenir. It's all good. Just a matter of getting runs now. Gutierrez, Betancourt, and Ichiro coming up. Vicente Padilla, who has a 3-3 record here at Safeco Field, a 4.21 ERA, 2-0 last year with a 0.48 ERA. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers with you. Mariners will be taking off 8-game road trip, Kansas City, Minnesota, and Texas. As soon as this game's over. Gutierrez, 8-game hitting streak, looking for 9. Here's a strike. Michael Young in on the cutout, third base. Gutierrez struck out on the 3-2 pitch his first time. One to Franklin. Sixth inning action, 8-9-1 for the Mariners. Here's what Padilla has done. 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. Took a lot off of that pitch, 1 and 2.
He's been doing that quite a bit. I think it's probably what we've seen out of him today is, at least for me in a while, is best command of his breaking ball. Seems to be able to throw it for a strike when he wants to, which just makes it difficult for a hitter because he also has a 94-mile-an-hour fastball to go with that.
2 and 2. The only Mariner hit, Valentin, a 2-out base hit in the 5th. Ichiro walked in the 4th. Those are the 2 base runners the Mariners have had all afternoon. There's a 2-2. Franklin Gutierrez, Done a spectacular job covering center field here for the Mariners, coming over from Cleveland. Hot hitting bat. It's 8-game hitting streak, hitting 400 plus. Stay at 2-2. Gutierrez last night, a couple of men on board in the 5th inning, hit a 3-run homer, his third, first of his 3 hits.
It was smoked too, almost hit it up into the second deck.
Scored the winning run in that 15-inning marathon on Sunday. Going to see his 8th pitch. See what Padilla offers up here. 2-2.
You guys need a couple along at best. Padilla just 62 pitches in the game. Need to get him out of here. He looks pretty sharp today.
Hit him. Well, there's the base runner. Go to Kansas City tomorrow. Comcast pitching matchup. Carlos Silva against Sidney Ponson. And coming up on Thursday, Jared Washburn against Brian Bannister. 2-game set in Kansas City. Let's see if Carlos Silva can turn it around tomorrow and get himself a nice long stint. Listening to Don Wakamatsu the last couple of days. The leash might be a little bit shorter. Betancourt grounded out to third. Back in the 3rd inning. And he's got 5 hits on the homestand. Mariners win today. They go 3-2 short. Stay here at home. Uni goes the other way, but foul. Hard off the tarp down there.
Uni actually a good guy to hit and run with. He wants to be aggressive, likes to swing the bat. Typically he'll get a piece of it. You don't see him swing and miss too often.
Both of these pitchers are going. One looks like it's going to be enough.
I think it's one of the advantages the Mariners have over the Rangers. The Mariners have a little more speed in their lineup, and they like to run. They've shown that so far the first month of the season.
Good lead for Gutierrez at first. Oh, 2. Padilla has got Gutierrez at first. 0-2 to Betancourt with Ichiro on deck. It must be chilly. Watch, he's got his gloves on. Oh-2 pitch. Well, he just got a piece of that one. 0-2. Betancourt 1 for 3 yesterday with a walk. Got a 6-game hitting streak working. The 0-2. Did he check? No, he didn't. Bill Hahn punches him out. 1 out. 4th strikeout for Padilla.
Well, Padilla uses Betancourt's aggressiveness against him. That pitch up and out of the zone. Uni can't hold up.
Top of the order in Ichiro. Popped out to the first baseman and walked. Mariners looking to get their first runner to second base. Ichiro walked in the 4th, eliminated the double play, single Valentina in the 5th. And he was left there after the Rob Johnson pop out to the shortstop. Strike one. Something Ken Griffey said yesterday I thought was pretty interesting. And you would think this goes on all the time, but guys come back from an at bat and they have pretty much full discussion, full disclosure to everybody. What this guy has, nobody's sitting down moping, I didn't get a hitter, So that has been a big part of the success that the Mariners have had. The cohesion's been so good this year. Called strike to Ichiro.
The good teams do it, constantly helping each other out.
A good run these first 26 games. Mariners first place, 15-11. Ichiro's going to have to deliver with 2 strikes. Inside ball and 2 strikes to Ichiro.
You mentioned earlier Padilla has hit Ichiro a couple of times. I bet he pitches him inside more than anybody else that we see.
I would absolutely buy that. I was stunned to learn that it was only twice that he hit him.
Yeah.
My mind's eye, he pitches him inside so much, it seems like 4 or 5 times. 2 years ago, he drilled him here in a game, an April game, because I remember because I had just gotten here. Drilled it, and I think he was behind an account. He drilled him. Batista had started that game for the Mariners. Michael Young led off the next inning. Pow! He hit him. That ended that whole item right there. Change up, misses. So 2-2 to Ichiro. Ichiro a couple of big hits Sunday in the 15-inning game. 7th inning RBI, 13th inning RBI. The 2-2. Ichiro has run a full count. On deck, Jose Lopez 0 for 2.
Padilla hasn't thrown many changeups, but he threw 2 in a row right there to Ichiro after coming inside, moving him off the plate, but Ichiro didn't chase either one of them.
See what he comes here. Ichiro gets time.
Looked like another changeup where Salto Mafia put down another changeup.
Padilla's ready. The 3-2. Runner goes up high, and that's ball 4. Second time in a row Ichiro has walked. It's 2 walks in a day for Padilla. Now the Mariners for Lopez 2 on. See if we commemorative. Try that again. A commemorative Ken Griffey Jr. 4-poster set. Your Nike purchase of $25 or more. Mariners team stores have the best selection of Griffey merchandise, including jerseys, t-shirts, and more. Available at all 5 locations while supplies last. See if the Mariners can further develop this situation here. 1 out, 2 on.
Good news in this inning is they're making him work. Now they have his pitch count up to 73, so he's had to throw a few pitches in this inning. First time this afternoon that he's had to really work.
And they bring their RBI leader, Jose Lopez, to the plate with 1 out, 2 on. Strike 1 to Jose. Grounded to second. Grounded into a double play. Certainly a restful inning for Eric Bedard. The 0-1 to Lopez. Now 0-2. There's a smile. Actually, it looks like he's done it before. That makes 5 for my collection. Ichiro is at first. Gutierrez is at second for Lopez. 0-2 now to Jose.
First time the Mariners have had a runner in scoring position. Take advantage of that.
Kinsler boots it. Here comes Gutierrez. He's going to score. Ichiro digging for third. He makes it easily. 1-0 Mariners. E4 on Kinsler. Mariners take a 1-0 lead.
Ball was hit firmly at Kinsler. Would have been an easy double play if he was able to catch. Just kind of skips on him a little bit. Goes right off his wrist.
Ichiro to third. First and third situation here. Defense not one of the real strong suits for this Ranger ball club last year. Made more errors than anybody. Bad ERA. Bad fielding percentage. Their deal is they hit. Take it any way you can get it. 1-0 Mariners. Kinsler's second error of the season.
And they have another opportunity since Ichiro was able to go from first to third on the error. Nice long lazy fly ball will work right here.
Here's Sweeney. Like today's, twice grounded out to the shortstop. For Mike Sweeney, game number 16. 1 home run. Hit that on Sunday. He's driven in 6. Of course, they close the roof and the bright sunshine breaks through. Here's the 0-1. In tight. So 1 out. Lopez, not one of the faster Mariners at first. Ichiro's at third. You got Russell Brandon on deck. Mike Sweeney will be going back to Kansas City. Made the bulk of his career there. He's 1-1 to Padilla. Bouncing ball, Kinsler again. This time to Andrus for 1. They get it over to Davis for 2. That'll do it. But the Mariners capitalize on Kinsler's error to take a 1-0 lead here at Safeco Field for Eric Bedard. Hondo Burrito. By Lithia. A better car buying experience starts at lithia.com. By the Washington Department of Ecology. Program your cell phone to report litterers. 1-866-LITTER-1. Litter and it will hurt. And by Corona. This Cinco de Mayo, be sure to grab some ice cold Corona or Corona Light, the perfect holiday for Mexico's favorite beer. Relax responsibly. Top of the 7th inning, Marlon Byrd, Nelson Cruz, Chris Davis against Eric Bedard, who now has a 1-0 lead. Well struck down the line, but foul. Byrd was at the plate when Michael Young was caught stealing for the 3rd out in the 6th inning. Mark Lowe starting to heat up. Here's the 1-1 to Byrd. Here's your starter comparison. Padilla no hit the Mariners through 4. Dart, as he has done all years, Beltre makes another sparkling play. He's not walked anybody. 1 out. Another gem by Beltre. Folks stung.
I think that's the biggest difference with him, and he makes it look easy. You know, for most people watching the game, don't realize how hard that ball is hit. He makes it look so easy all the time.
This is trouble. We got a tie game at 1-1. Nelson Cruz got all of it. His 7th RBI, number 19. And he didn't cheat himself with that swing.
Well, he hit a line drive right underneath the Jackie Robinson sign in left field, which is up in the 2nd deck. Take a look at it. First pitch from Eric, trying to get ahead of him, and there's a fastball. Center cut.
That was launched. They had a lot more carry to it. Chris Davis has struck out looking twice so far today. Swing and a miss.
Looks like Mark Lowe's up throwing in the Mariner pen right now. Eric Bedard, 90 pitches. Mark.
Bedard, his last outing, 92 pitches. 3 prior to that, he'd gone triple figures. He went 109 at the Angels in a 2-1 win, and an 8-3 win, beg your pardon. Detroit, in a loss, he went 100 pitches. And at Oakland, he went 8 1/3. That was a win for him. And he threw 102 pitches. Score is tied 1-1 here in the 7th. This miss, 2-2. Broke his bat. Good play from Beltre. Like you said, get ahead fastball. Cruz went up there with a real good idea and got what he was looking for.
Yeah, they're really an aggressive swinging club. We talked about that at the start of the game. I thought maybe after throwing all those breaking balls early, he could sneak one by him, but he just never got off of the fastball.
Full count to Davis. Get a good look. Good pitch. On deck, Jared Saltalamacchia, the catcher. Right again, the 3-2 dropped down on him, struck him out. 3 Ks for Davis. We struck out twice last night. Check out a Coors Light freeze cam. It's a back leg special here by Nelson Cruz. Well, a good base with that back leg. Really drives through. Bedard has struck out 6. That's a look at our Coors Light freeze cam. 2 outs here in the 7th inning. Hold up, strike 1.
See, they're ready to swing. I mean, even that pitch, first pitch fastball, was up out of the zone. And just because it was straight, they were swinging at it.
That's got to be a system-wide mentality, right, with this organization?
I'm not sure. I just think it's the type of position player that they like to have. I mean, they've been an offensive club for a long, long time, and pitching has been the issue.
Yeah.
So they probably look for guys, especially playing in the ballpark in Arlington, that can miss pitches and still hit them out.
A 1-1 ball game, top of the 7th. Swing and a miss, and Saltalamacchia is gone. 7th strikeout. The damage done by Nelson Cruz. A 1-out solo homer. 1-1's the score here at Safeco.
Brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
And the Mariners' 7th inning stretch is brought to you with pride by the Dairy Farmers of Washington, who want to remind you to get your 3 a day of dairy every day. Along with Mike Flowers, I'm Dave Sims. Glad you could join us, everybody. Safeco Field, a getaway day game for these two teams. Mariners trying to get a win to go 3-2 in this homestand before going on an 8-game road trip to Kansas City, Minnesota, and the Texas Rangers. Here in the home 7th, Brandon Beltre and Valentin, the Killer Bees, here in the 7th inning against Vicente Padilla, and all he did was no-hit the Mariners through the first 4 innings. Mariners got their run, if you're just joining us, in the 6th. Gutierrez was hit by a pitch. Betancourt struck out. A walk to Ichiro. Lopez put the ball in play. Error by Kinsler. And that allowed Gutierrez to score. And then in the top of the 7th, a 1-out solo home run by Nelson Cruz. Big swing by Brendan. 1-2. Low. Brandon looks really comfortable up there these days, swinging a really good bat. 5 hits on the homestand. Sean Kelly starting to heat up. Here's a 2-2 to Branyan. Adrian Beltre's on deck. Branyan trying to break an 0 for 2. Here's a 3-2 pitch.
Well located fastball to Padilla. 94 miles an hour on the inside corner. Branyan had a really nice swing at it. Leaves that pitch out over the plate just a little bit. He probably gets to it. See, it's in off the plate. Too close to take on the 3-2 count.
Padilla's ready. Here comes the 3-2. Branyan's aboard. Third walk issued by Padilla. The first 2 walks went to Ichiro. So leadoff base runner here in the 7th. Mariners All Access takes the field tonight here on FSN. We're going to sit down with Felix Hernandez, get his thoughts on the team's fast start and the improved chemistry on the field and in the clubhouse. Mariners All Access tonight at 10 on FSN and FSN HD. Here's Beltre's 0 for 2, fly to center, struck out. Adrian's got 7 career hits against Padilla. 4 of them are home runs. Runner goes. Young goes to second, and they still turn to double play. It's a 3rd of the day.
Nice play by Young. Mariners putting the game in motion. Adrian hits the ball down to 3rd. A lot of times guys will just go ahead and get the sure out, but Young takes a chance at second base to get the lead runner Branyan, who's been running on the play. Nicely done. Kinsler does a good job of getting out of the way.
I was surprised he went to second.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
I mean, I thought for sure my eyes automatically start moving over to first.
I think the only reason why he did is he knew it was hit hard enough to where even if they didn't get him at second, they'd still get the out at first. So take a shot at second base, and if the throw can beat him, go for it, and it worked out.
A changeup. Oh, 1 to Ballantine. Ballantine picked up the first hit of the game for the Mariners. That was in the 5th inning. First hit, it's their only hit. 0-1-1. Boy, Ballantine's really going to have to protect.
I think it's just more human nature than anything. When you have a pitcher that's able to hit his spots as consistently as Padilla, you can start to expand the strike zone a little bit. A couple of those pitches to Ballantine look like they're just off the plate. It's such a fine line, but it makes it difficult to hit.
3-2. 2 gone here in the 7th. Bob Johnson awaits if Ballantine can keep it going. Rangers have helped Padilla with double plays in the 4th, the 6th, and now in the 7th. Bouncing ball to Andrus. And the Mariners are gone. 7 in the books, so 1-1 game here at Safeco. 2 outstanding pitching performances by Padilla and Bedard. Match 4 for presenting today's copyright. That's good stuff. Hear more of that bass singer. Eric Bedard, his day done. 7 innings, 7 hits. Nice job today. 1 run, a home run by Cruz. No walks, 7 strikeouts, 102 pitches, 72 for strikes. Mark Lowe, first pitch. Long drive left field. Ballantine at the track. So Kinsler's retired. First out here in the 8th inning.
It's a terrific outing by Eric today. Think about the Rangers and where they rank in the American League early in the season. Offensively, did a really nice job holding them down to just 1 run.
Another strong pitching performance. Here's Lowe's work to this point. This is game number 12. Going to take that ERA down a couple of notches. Elvis Andrus, the shortstop. Felix Hernandez just faced 6 innings. He had 10 hits, 6 runs, all earned. A couple of 2-run homers hurt him. He pitched well through 3. Really well through 3. Let's see, got away from him with the 2 runs in the 4th, 2 in the 6th, 2-run homer by Young, and then he gave up another one to Davis. Mariners almost got Felix off the hook yesterday. 0-2. And again, you consider him, he is your ace, your horse. Pitched with traces of the flu. I thought it was a good performance.
I thought so too. A couple of pitches hurt him yesterday. A couple of home runs left him up out over the plate.
On 2 strikes. Strike 3 called. Andrus gone. 2 outs.
After a couple of 97-mile-an-hour fastballs, a little slider in there. Locked the Young hitter up.
Michael Young's having a day. He's 2 for 3. First time up, he went to right field. He homered to right last night, so he's been using the entire ballpark. He does it again. Drives one right field. Ichiro going back, and it's off the fence. Ichiro retrieves. Here's the throw, and Young's in with a double.
Yesterday we saw him hit a home run to right field. This one he hits on the button, a line drive. Ichiro doesn't have time to get back. Hits it off the top of the fence.
You know, a guy's dialed in. See him in 2 games, and you see him just rip it the other way.
He's been a really good player in this league for a while now.
Andrew Jones. Jones 0 for 3. First time he and Lowe are going face to face. 2 outs here in the 8th. Michael Young at second. Fouled off. 10th double for Michael Young. Leads the Texas Rangers ball club. Closed the roof about 2 innings ago. Of course, now maybe 3 innings ago. Rain has stopped. It's brightened up outside. Here's the 0-2. Michael Young with that double moves into a tie for 3rd place in the American League with Ewan Moore of Tampa Bay and Mark Kakis of Baltimore. And on a line just beyond the reach of Betancourt. Young's coming around 3rd. Here's the throw to the plate. It is in time. He got him. Ballantine throws out Young to preserve the tie at 1-1. Vladimir Valentin, his first assist of 2009. Nice job by Rob Johnson. Catch, absorb the hit, and hold on to the ball. He totally took away the play. Nicely done all around. It's a 1-1 game. To the home eighth we go.
Nice play.
And Rob Johnson leads off. Rob 0 for 2 today. Look how much of the plate he took away.
Look how far. I mean, just basically spun him around because he had his glove in his midsection. Nice play.
1-1 to Rob Johnson, leading off the eighth. Back up the middle. Andrus is right there. Well, he hung on. Never got a chance to get both hands on the protect the ball. I mean, it's a bang banger. He didn't have a chance.
You're right. And you know what? It's great concentration to hang in there and catch it when you know the runner's right in front of him. I mean, you can smell him. He's right there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to get blasted. All right.
Yeah.
Just,
bad intentions coming, no question.
Here's Gutierrez. Strike one to Franklin. He helped build that run back in the sixth. Got hit by a pitch. And scored from second on the error by Kinsley. Looking for a hit here to keep his hitting streak alive. Trying to take it to 9 consecutive games. Good changeup. He's shown a really nice changeup today.
Franklin took a shot at it. It looked like he was trying to give the Mariners a lead with that swing. Why not? He's been a hot hitter for him. But he had 98 pitches. Nobody up in the Rangers bullpen.
Fouls one off. David Aardsma preparing to throw the 9th inning. Mark Lowe reaching the 8th inning. Keeps the Rangers off the board. The 1-2. Bouncing ball to Michael Young. Got it on the short hop. Nicely done. 2 outs. Two outs for Betancourt here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Betancourt against 31-year-old Vicente Padilla. Padilla beat the Mariners here twice last year at Safeco Field. He's 3-3 career in this building. Didn't get it all. That may be enough. Coming on Andrew Jones. No, good come on there by Andrew Jones. Ball looked like it might have a chance to drop in front. Boy, Padilla's throwing a beauty. Here comes David Hartsman.
Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
Seattle Mariners baseball on FSN is brought to you by Banner Bank. Better ideas, better banking. And by Money Tree. Visit MoneyTreeInc.com for a location nearest you. Money Tree, choices are good. Well, another really good ball game here at Safeco Field. 1-1, top of the 9th. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers with you. Yesterday's game was a heartbreaker, but the Mariners did a terrific job getting back into it. Safe for a call, you never know. And then here today, a 1-1 game. A lot of good stuff.
Get the feeling the Mariners are going to play a lot of close games this year?
Works for me.
Yeah. I think that they're going here. This really sets up well for them. If they can get through this inning and Hartsman can come in and get these guys out, you have the top of the order in Ichiro leading things off in the bottom of the 9th.
This team has shown a lot of grit here in the early going. Blaylock, Bird, and Cruz for Texas, 5, 6, and 7. Base on shift to the bullpen, David Hartsman. Done a very nice job for the ball club. You're talking about one-run decisions last year, Mike. The ball club was 18 and 30. 18 and 30.
Yeah, that's tough.
2-run decisions, 14 and 21.
Right now they're tied for the American League with Toronto for wins in one-run games with 7.
Oh, throw it, duck special. Blaylock right back through the box. He got a hit 2-0. The Rangers, the leadoff man on here in the 9th inning. We got Frank Francisco, their closer, who's perfect, 8 for 8. Darren O'Day. He's the right-hander on the far side. It was not bunting.
I feel it's going to be the case.
Boy. These guys have business cards. They must have their name and then the middle name full hack.
Look at their lineup. Andrew's probably the only one that they would ask to bunt in this situation.
One of the things from Washington City, he can do a lot of things with that young man. Hit and run, bunt and run, lay it down. Good job by Mariner pitching. I think the Rangers have banged out 10 hits and have scored 1 run. Two balls and a strike to Marlon Byrd. Doubled off of Ballantyne's glove back in the second inning. Fly to center, grounded to third. Rangers have turned 3 double plays. Mariners gladly turn one right here. Fly ball, left field. Ballantine. Gutierrez, who's taking charge. Gutierrez, the center fielder. One out here in the top of the 9th. Safeco Field's 10th anniversary, and you can vote on the ballpark's most memorable moment. Watch each moment and vote for your favorites during each round of the bracket challenge. Then watch your picks advance until a winner is decided. Vote in the quarterfinals at mariners.com/bracket challenge. Nelson Cruz, 1 out, home run in the 7th. First pitch he saw from Bedard, and he hammers this one. One hop right to Ballantine. Well, that open stance. Yeah, get it in here. I'm covering the plate. Very
fast. Yeah, pretty good fastball by Aardsma. Jumps all over. He's 95 miles an hour at the top of the zone. Tough pitch to get to, but get it on a line into left field.
11 hits. Ballantine has the Mariners' only hit. That's all the way back in the 5th inning. Chris Davis has struck out looking twice and swinging his last trip back in the 7th. Careful with Davis. Struck out twice last night before home run. '21. Big spot for Aardsma. Gives up a Blaylock single. It's Bird to fly out. Bullet to Cruz. Runners at first and second. 1-1 count here to Chris Davis. Again, Davis, dangerous hitter with 6 home runs already and 12 runs batted in. The 2-1 back up the middle, got a chance for 2. There's Uni for 1, and that'll do it right there. Aardsma couldn't get his feet set to make a strong enough throw, so they get 1 out. And his geographical position on the mound didn't help him. That was a tough break.
Kind of stumbles backwards as he catches this. Gets turned around a little bit, going down the other side of the mound, just lobs it to Betancourt. See Cruz all over him. I don't think he would have been, even if he gets a throw off, I don't think he's able to turn it as softly as that was thrown.
There's 2 outs now. Runners at the corners. Jared Saltalamacchia. 1-1 game, top of the 9th. Saltalamacchia, switch hitting catcher. 1 for 3. Ardsma, a big spot here. Gold-plated jam. First time he's seeing Saltalamacchia. The 0-1. You got Blaylock at third and Davis at first for the Texas Rangers. There with the book. There's a look at the defensive setup. Ardsma's ready.
Pretty good pitch. Outside corner, 96 miles an hour.
See what Ardsma comes up with here. 2-1. Way outside. 3-1. And the dangerous Ian Kinsler awaits.
Tough spot to be in, you know. The power of these guys. You're in a 3-1 count. And you have a guy hitting 320 standing on deck.
You really want to get Saltalamacchia. Lost it. Bases loaded. And nowhere to put Kinsler.
Mercadero come out and talk to him.
Right now, you would think Ardsma is amped up and a little bit ticked off at himself that he walked the guy. So now you just got to refocus.
Well, I'm sure that he is, but the main thing with Ardsma, the thing that we know is he's going to challenge guys and use his fastball. He has a good one, but Kinsler's a pretty good fastball hitter, so it makes it really difficult. Basically, what you're looking at is having to throw your fastball in good spots. Don't want to throw anything on middle of the plate for Kinsler, who's an aggressive hitter.
That's in all caps, too. He's the embodiment of an aggressive hitter. First pitch to Ian with the bases loaded, 2 outs.
Good breaking ball.
Kinsler today, 2 hits. Ran him straight away. Here's the 0-1. Tried to nibble a piece of that corner.
Well, Ardsma's switching things up. A couple of sliders to start Kinsler.
Ball and a strike. Runners take their leads. Down low, 2-1.
Not getting too many pitches on the corners. Saltalamacchia had a pitch similar to that and didn't get the call on that one either.
The 2-1 to Kinsler with the bases loaded. Did not go. Oh, brother, 3-1. Close, but not.
Makes it tough when you know you have to make perfect pitches and you feel like you are, you just can't get the call.
3-1 to Kinsler. In there for a strike. Runners will be moving. 1-1 ball game. Bases loaded, top 9. Ardsma, maybe the biggest spot he's been in his brief tenure with the Mariners. The 3-2 pitch to Kinsler's fouled back.
Thought it was interesting. Kinsler was taking the 3-1 pitch the whole way. He wasn't even thinking about swinging at it.
And a big pitcher's ballpark here, and you got great coverage in the outfield. Bases are loaded. One of the top hitters in the American League. The 3-2 pitch from Ardsma. Got him! What a big spot for Ardsma! He cased Kinsler, and the Mariners go to the home ninth with a chance to win it. To the 6th inning. Here's Jose Lopez. Couple of men on. Kinsler boots it. And that could have been a double play and allows Gutierrez to score. And that gives the Mariners a 1-0 lead. 7th inning, 1 out. Cruz line drive out of the ballpark. That's a 1-1 ball game. Then in the 8th inning, watch this play by Ballantine. Game pretty much in the line here. He makes a terrific throw, and what a play by Rob Johnson, blocking the plate and moreover holding on to the ball, taking the blow from Young, and it preserves the tie at 1-1. And David Artsman just pumped one in at 97 miles an hour to strike out Ian Kinsler with the bases loaded and 2 outs. So to the home 9th we go. Top of the order, Ichiro, Lopez, and Sweeney against the new pitcher Darren O'Day. The starters turned in outstanding numbers. Here's O'Day's work, game number 7 for him. He'll work out of the stretch. Strike 1.
It's interesting to see Young hugging the line over at third. But Davis at first base is off the line.
Here's O'Day working from down under. Did not go, says Rob Drake. All in a strike. Ichiro's walked his last 2 trips. Popped out to the first baseman.
Young over by the line. Really a big hole on the left side. Ichiro hits a lot of ground balls that way.
Bouncing ball, Kinsler scoops and throws out Ichiro, 1 out. Bring up Jose Lopez. Lopez rounded out to second, hit into a double play, reached Stoner fielder's choice. Mariners playing another tight ball game. 6-5 yesterday. They had the epic 8-7 game on Sunday. First time you're seeing a guy like this who drops down, particularly at right-handers. You got to keep the front shoulder in. What else are you looking to do here?
Well, I think most of the guys that throw submarine style, they have a pretty flat breaking ball. Like that one right there. Stays on the same plane. I think that's an easier pitch to hit.
As opposed to the fastball if he runs something away from you?
Well, because it's sinking so much. So typically you're going to hit a ground ball like Ichiro did. It's tough to get that ball unless he leaves it up. But for the most part, especially as a right-handed hitter, I just think it's a tougher pitch to hit. You can sit on that breaking ball. It almost looks like a frisbee coming in there. It stays on the same plane. It's a little bit easier to hit.
Tied him up. Fastball. 2 outs.
But to really answer your question, I hated hitting off guys like that. Not much fun. You just don't see him, you know?
I was going to say, when he's coming out, I mean, he's coming, reaching out towards third base for crying out loud.
Right. Throwing across his body. It's easy for a lefty. You see the ball real well, but for a right-handed hitter, it's a little more difficult.
Here's Mike Sweeney. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. Young is all but on the line at third. Breaking ball, strike 1. There's Logan Michael. Sweeney 0 for 3 today. A couple of ground outs to short. Went into a double play. All in the strike to Sweeney. Got his first Mariner home run on Sunday around Washington. Skipper for the Rangers, David Ardsman. Huge out. Getting Kinsler, striking him out with the bases loaded to end the top of the 9th inning. Just checked by Sweeney. John Kelly. Ready to work the 10th if necessary. 2 outs here in the ninth. 2-1 to Sweeney. Bouncing ball, Andrus. Been making plays all day. Extra frames again for the Mariners. 9 in the books. To the 10th we go, and Sean Kelly will be the new Mariner pitcher. One, 10th inning about to start here at Safeco Field. And next up for Seattle, a quick 2-game set with the Kansas City Royals. Your chance to see Coco Crisp and former Mariners Willie Bloomquist and Jose Guillen as they host Seattle tomorrow and on Thursday. First game comes your way 4:30 p.m. right here on FSN and FSN HD. Comcast pitching matchup, Carlos Silva against Sidney Ponson. And then on Thursday, Jared Washburn against Brian Bannister. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers. Extra frames again. The Mariners are 2-0 in extra innings, and the Rangers are 0-2. Sean Kelly's the new pitcher. He'll face Andrus, Young, and Jones. 2-3-4 for the Rangers. Here's the strike. How about the pressure-packed pitch by David Arts? 3-2 fastball, 97 miles an hour, blows it by Kinsler with the bases loaded at the end of the 9th inning. Sean Kelly, ERA of 1.54. Opponent's hitting just 262. Artsman's got to feel great about that. Ball club gets a lift. Got out of bigs. Here's the 1-1.
Something's wrong with Kelly.
Oh, that's not good.
You could see it the pitch before. He was kind of walking around the mound like something was wrong. I think it was his side. Yeah, it is. He's pointing to his side like rib cage. That didn't look good at all. Oh boy.
He's been brilliant in his work here thus far. For Kelly, this is his 10th game. I mentioned a 1.54 ERA.
I was wondering what was going on because one thing that he doesn't do is take any time. And the pitch before kind of was walking around the mound a little bit. Watch when he catches this, he just kind of flinches a little bit and then he walks around. Really takes a long time to get back on the mound when usually he gets right back after it. See him moving around a little bit. He just says, you can tell something's not right. There he is.
Now here's the pitch. And the umpire could tell something was wrong. Paul Lemel.
That looked like somebody just shot him right there.
Man. Well, he's escorted off into the dugout. He'll go up to the training room. That'll do it for Sean Kelly, and boy, we wish him a speedy recovery. Denny Stark is coming in. He'll get plenty of time to get warmed up. 1-1 game, 10th inning.
Seven strikeouts, no walks again. Nasty breaking ball to Andrus, and nice job of spotting his fastball when he wanted to, but really did a good job of working ahead of the hitters. Rangers in the aggressive hitting ball club, spanning the strike zone when he needed to. Painting the corner, man, that's a good pitch.
It's Chris Davis there. Chris Davis has struck out 3 times. Salta Lamacchia downswing, and there are the numbers: 102 pitches, 72 for strikes, and again didn't walk anybody, so he runs that strikeout total to 39 against 6 walks. Boy, sign me up for that anytime. Denny Stark pitched an inning yesterday. A 1-2-3 ninth. Don Wakamatsu talking about his admiration for Stark coming back from those 2 Tommy John surgeries. Now Wack's got some issues in that bullpen, which has been really strong. And really hang your hat on the bullpen to this point. This 15-11 start. Now one of the main cogs, Sean Kelly, is down for the count right now. Hopefully, whatever it is, it's something that we'll be able to heal from very quickly and get him back into service. Denny Stark, see that drafted by the Mariners. 2 Tommy John surgeries. 05 and 06, missed the 07 season. Get all the time with the injury. He'll get all the time he needs to get properly warmed up. It's a 2-1 count to Elvis Andrus, leading off the 10th inning. He'll be followed by Michael Young and Andrew Jones. It's one of the things that Wack and Jack Zarinsek, build up the talent pool in your system so you can call up guys like Stark, because injuries, they're going to happen. Things do happen in this game of baseball. Vargas came up the other day and he got a win on Sunday. Now you get Stark, who they clearly have a lot of faith in. Pitched well down in spring training.
Well, some discussion about him making the club.
Well, he's here now. Mariners are glad to have him. He picks up the count. 2-1 to Elvis Andrus, leading off the 10th. Sean Kelly throws 3 pitches and then has to leave the game because of an injury. Right down the middle. Full count now to Andrus. He is 0 for 4 today. Struck out a couple of times. On deck, Michael Young has really been tough. The 3-2.
Watching Kelly, those ribcage injuries, if that's what it is, it certainly looked like it are tough.
Line drive, right field, right to Ichiro. One out here in the 10th. Michael Young last time up, 8th inning, 2 outs. He doubled to right. He's got a 3 for 4 day. First time up, he singled to right, doubled to right, and his 4th time up, that was in the 8th inning. And again, he homered. He is seeing the ball away from him really well today. Last couple of years. They work him inside, ball 1. Got a base hit right up the middle in the 6th inning. He's missed twice coming inside. 2-0. Mariners got the first run of the game in the 6th. That's after they were no hit through 4 by Vicente Padilla. 3-1. Rangers tied it up on a home run by Nelson Cruz in the 7th. That's Andrew Jones. Then he starts, batted back, 3-2. 3-2 to Michael Young.
Missed the spot right there that LaRava set up inside, and that fastball was out over the plate. We've already seen him hit the ball hard a couple of times to right field.
Goes right field again, backs up Ichiro, but he's there. 2 outs. Andrew Jones got a base hit to left, dropped one in front of Ballantine. 1 for 4. Mariners trying to go 16-11. Edgerton, Ohio, the hometown. Denny Stark. Mariner relievers have really been getting it done of late. Here's a line drive into left field off the bat of Andrew Jones. Starting today, Mariner relievers giving up just 5 earned runs in the last 21 innings. 2.14 ERA. Jones with base hits his last 2 trips. Here's Hank Blaylock. Frank Francisco getting warmed up there. Closer. Perfect 8 for 8. Line drive left field. Ballantine was playing real deep. Take away the doubles. So now the Rangers with 2 outs at 2 on.
They get a pinch runner. Murphy going to come in and run for Andrew Jones.
David Murphy in at second. The hitter now is Marlon Byrd. 1 for 4, doubled off of Valentin's glove, a deep drive in left field back in the second inning. Two outs here in the 10th. Mariners have already gotten out of one huge jam. Hardsma pitched out of a bases loaded spot. Good job by Rob Johnson. Hardsma pitched out of a bases loaded jam. A 3-2 97-mile-an-hour fastball beat Ian Kinsler to end the 9th inning.
Talking about that at bat and the pressure on Hardsma. Seems like the bullpen, they don't get too many easy outings when they're coming in trying to hold the club down. Done a really nice job of that without being able to make too many mistakes.
Line drive. Here's Valentin charging. Murphy running hard. Here's the play at the plate. Not in time. 2-1 Texas. And Marlon Byrd comes up big. Takes second on the throw.
Take a look at the swing of Byrd. Valentin made a nice effort, came in hard on it, made a nice throw to home plate. Just a little bit late.
(2-1) Texas. 2 outs, and all this damage done with 2 outs. 3 successive singles to left field. The RBI for Byrd, his 16th. Stark needs an out here. Give us offense a chance. He'll have Brandon Beltre Valentin 4-5-6 in the 10th inning. Not far enough for the runner to advance. Nelson Cruz reached on his last 2 times up. He singled in the 9th and hit a long home run left field in the 7th inning. Runners at second and third here for Texas. 1-0. And there for strike. Two and one. Seen Cruz the last 2 times up, might get those arms extended coming out of that open stance.
Talking about him earlier, he's a guy that they've been waiting on for a few years. And he's off to a terrific start this year.
Finds a hole. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have a play. Goes back to third. Base hit. Everybody safe. Run scores. 3-1 Texas. RBI for Cruz. Four consecutive hits.
Nice job by Betancourt to keep this on the infield. I'm not sure. Cruz runs pretty well. I'm not sure we had a play to get him. We might have saved 1 run. Byrd falls down. They try to get him back at third, but he's able to get back in time.
Runners at the corners. 2 runs in. It's 3-1 Texas. 3 runs on 15 hits and an error for the Rangers. A run on 1 hit for the Mariners. Chris Davis today. 3 strikeouts and reached on a fielder's choice. Whole bunch of hits. Mariners until now kept the Rangers from a multiple run inning. Two 2-0 to Davis. 7th hitter in the inning for the Rangers. Start trying to shut the door right here. Inning started with Sean Kelly throwing 3 pitches, then he had to leave with an injury. Start checking the runner at first. Cruz. The 2-1. Called strike, 2-2. Jones, Blaylock, Bird, and Cruz have all singled off of Denny Stark after he got two outs. The 2-2. Full count. On deck is Saltalamacchia. Three-two pitch. Lost. The bases are loaded. It brings up Saltalamacchia. He walked his last time up. He's got a hit today, 1 for 3.
Looks like Denny's out there on his own. Nobody up in the Mariner pen right now.
Bases filled with the Rangers. Strike 1.
Out in the Mariner pen is Batista, White, and Vargas.
Strike 2. Then they start trying to nip it right here. 2 runs have scored. Bases are loaded. Bird, Cruz, and Davis, the base runners. Saltalamacchia shares the catching duties with Taylor Teagard and the U.S. Olympic team. Took a little off of that right by third base coach Dave Anderson.
Pretty good changeup by Denny. Keep it down and away.
Ball and 2 strikes with the bases loaded. 2-2. And it groans all over the ballpark.
Now it looks like a pretty good pitch.
See what it gives here at 2-2. Pitch. Trigger on the right, Bruce Hines on the left. Rick, the pitching coach, Bruce, the third base coach. Juan Wakamatsu. Can understand him sweating this one out. Down 3-1 with the bases loaded. Long fly ball deep left center field. Gutierrez is going to watch that one leave. That's a grand slam home run for Jared Saltalamacchia. And the Rangers have blown this one wide open. It's 7-1. So, grand slam for Saltalamacchia.
2-2 fastball. Then he had to throw him a couple changeups, try to sneak a fastball by him. Didn't get the call of the pitch before. It looked like a pretty good pitch, and Saltalamacchia makes him pay for this one. Trying to come back inside.
7-1 ball game. 16 hits now. Second career grand slam for Salty. Well, he hit that a long way too. long way. Top of the order, Kinsler, ninth man to the plate here in the 10th inning. And all of this coming with 2 outs. Inning started with Sean Kelly having to leave the game with a 2-1 count to Elvis Andrus. 2-1 to Kinsler. Beltre's there. And he'll throw across, tag by Brennan, applied. So the Rangers put 9 men to the plate, and they score 6 times and have a 7-1 lead. They unload on the Mariners in the 10th inning here at Safeco Field. Matinee action. We got David Murphy came on as a pinch runner and scored in the 10th inning. He stays on in left field. And as you look at those numbers, look at that game, 1-1, and then that's 6. Where'd that come from? Well, Jared Saltalamacchia had just hit a grand slam, second of his career. So the Mariners have a huge hill now. Darren O'Day is the pitcher. His second inning of work. It'll be Brennan, Beltre, and Ballantine. Sean Kelly strained oblique on the left side. Sean Kelly came in and threw 3 pitches and then had to leave. Right-handed strained oblique, boy.
Yeah, on his left side. It looked like he did it on the second pitch. Tried to throw another pitch, and that was it.
I'm still trying to understand how that injury has become so prevalent in baseball in the last few years. I know Torrey Hunter said everybody want to look good. Everybody's doing more pull downs, chin ups, and all that kind of stuff, and rowing, and everybody trying to. Here's a bullet down on right field line. That's fair. Branyan will be at second with a double. Hey, let's play Hey You Never Know again.
Take a look at it. Russell Branyan's been the hot hitter for the Mariners. Hits a bullet down the right field line for a double.
But especially pitchers, and that's on the left oblique. He's a right-handed pitcher. I'm trying to figure out what to call my wife as a physical therapist to get an explanation on that. I have no idea.
Well, he's pulling with his left arm to follow with his right.
But still, I mean, to do the whole oblique like that. I'll get you an answer tomorrow.
Thank you.
Torrey Hunter, I figured he'd be a decent source, but he said, hey, everybody wants to look good, so they're working out extra heavy over the years. And things have changed over the years in baseball. I understand that. 1-0 to Beltre. O'Day came in, pitched a 1-2-3 ninth in relief of Vicente Padilla. 8 innings, a 1-run ball. That hit by Brandon, just the second hit for the Mariners all day. Long drive, right field. That is a fair ball. Bouncing around in the corners. Brandon scores easily, and Beltre in with a double. So an RBI for Beltre. That's his 11th. And for Adrian, his 8th double of the campaign, team leader.
Yeah, 2 doubles in a row, back to back, right down in the right field corner. Looks like that one bounced out of the ballpark for a ground rule double.
Here's Ballantine. He got the Mariners' first hit of the day with 2 outs in the 5th. Dia had gone 4 2/3 of no hit ball. Seven to 2, nobody out, runner on. Two and 0. Mariner comeback fell just short last night. 6-5 Rangers. Big play was Kenji Jojima. Disputed play at first base for the second out. Mariners got a couple of runners on. Here's a 2-0. Ballantine 1 for 3, and he threw out Michael Young in the 8th inning. Keep the score tied at 1-1. Rob Johnson's on deck. Mariners trying to peck away here, down 7-2. Full count.
That oblique with Kelly. We're talking about the Mariners' depth that they have out in their bullpen. They're going to test it again. Those injuries, they're a problem. Hopefully it won't be for too long, but just pushing the limits, you know, at some point.
Corcoran's got the neck. That's what got Stark up here, and then Vargas is up here.
Brandon
supposedly will be activated Saturday, Minnesota. And Roland Smith, he was on the DL. That's what got Jakubauskas out of the pen and into the starting rotation. 3-2. Bouncing ball to Young. Runner holds. And Ballantine is gone. 1 out. So you can certainly understand why once Jack Zurinsek was named GM, he started stockpiling players. Matter of fact, just brought in a young man that was cut by the Washington Nationals. Brought him in a couple of days ago. Ron Washington's going to make a change here with Rob Johnson coming to the plate. Frank Francisco going to bring his big closer in. 7-2 Texas. field. Cinco de Mayo, 5th of May, celebrating Mexico's big upset win, Battle of Pueblo, May 5 of 1862. Here's Frank Francisco. Closer for the Rangers is 8 for 8. Safe situation right now. It's 7-2. Rangers with a runner on and 1 out. Run in. Francisco, saw him come in last night, pick up his 8th save. We'll face Rob Johnson.
He hasn't given up a run yet this year, so maybe he's due for a few. What do you think?
What do you call Ron Washington said, hey, he's been perfect to this point. He says the day he's not perfect, I hope we have him with a big cushion. And he's due to give up something. Rob shows bunt. Brandon led off with a double to right field. Beltre followed with a double to right field down in the corner. Scored a run. Ballantine just grounded out. Big hard throwing right-hander. Two note. Rob Johnson made a heck of a play. Throw from Ballantine back in the 8th inning to nail Michael Young at the plate. 2-1. Wow. Yes. Gutierrez is on deck. Francisco out of Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. Came over to the Rangers back in 2003 from the White Sox. Three and 1. And Rob Johnson's aboard. The runners at first and second, 1 out for Franklin Gutierrez. 0 for 2, hit by a pitch, run scored. Trying to get that hitting streak to 9 games.
I think there are all kinds of theories, and I don't know why, but closers, when they have that big lead, typically struggle. He threw 5 pitches right there, and 3 of them weren't even close.
Seen it happen all the time.
I have no theory why.
Get in line.
Just happens that way.
Saltalamacchia going out to speak with Big Frank. Saltalamacchia did a lot of damage to the Mariners. A 2-2 pitch, bases loaded in the 10th with 2 outs. He had a grand slam. Part of a 6-run Texas 10th inning. Mariners have 2 on, 1 out. Rangers playing some good ball. They've won 3 in a row, 5 of 7. They're well on the road, winning 4 of the last 5. Mariners trying to go 3-2 on this homestand. There's another call, strike 1 and 2.
Wow. Franklin didn't like the call. It looks like he was right. According to the tracer, that pitch off the plate away.
Here's the 1-2. Strike 3 call. 2 outs. 2 outs for Betancourt. 2 on, down 7-2. Uni hitless today, 0 for 3. That's one of those unanswerable questions about closers with big leads. I haven't met anybody that's got a good answer. One and one to Betancourt. Brandon doubled, Beltrade doubled, got a run in. Valentine grounded out. Johnson walked. Gutierrez struck out looking. 2 outs here in the 10th. Two and one. He picked up his first walk of the season yesterday. This was a very tight game, a 1-1 affair. So the Rangers put up 6 in the top of this inning. Fly ball center field, retreating is Bird. He's got a beat on it, and that'll do it. And the Rangers win it 7-2. And they take both games of this